So my introduction to Baton Rouge was the trauma unit, the ICU, the trauma unit, then the psych ward, and then straight into rehab. So my first month's rent, paid by Medicare. Don't worry, I'm not suicidal today. I am standing a little too close to the edge of this stage for my therapist's comfort, but all right. There's some cool things about being sober. I tell people I'm sober and they're like, that must be boring, but there are some cool things about it. For instance, like now, like for the first time since I was like 10 years old, I know if I wake up covered in piss, somebody else did that shit. I am looking for the perpetrator. Also, I can finally take 12 steps without falling down, so, all right. So I am really, really sober. I go to a lot of 12-step meetings. You know, I don't know if any of y'all, other than this guy's probably been to a few. You ever been court ordered? Never? It's coming, buddy, it's coming. Fucking right, it's coming. He's sitting here at this brewery with not even a fucking glass of water in front of him. Okay, it's already gone. Cottonmouth, that's what's up. Alright, so yeah, I go to a lot of 12-step meetings. I've got friends that are single parents. They bring their kids to 12-step meetings because they can't really trust their baby mama or daddy. And then they apologize for that. I'm sorry I brought my kid to the 12-step meeting. I'm like, that's cool. You know what it's called when you bring your kid to an AA meeting? Prehab. That's right, they'll be there eventually. Get them used to it. Thank you. Thank you. The one guy sitting by the bar by himself was like, fucking yeah! Oh, you're right. I like that. So yeah, fucking sober is kind of fucking fun. You know, I can remember shit these days, like, you know, I will never forget this whole table of people fucking talking right up front. It'll be in my memory forever.
I'm doing swell.
Fucking right he is! Alright. So now that's the first time that's ever happened. Everybody else is just like, fucking I'm tired of getting bullied by lesbians. You too? I got bullied on Twitter the other day, had a lesbian tell me straight men need to know that 50% of the orgasms they give women are fake. And I was like, that's not that bad. You ungrateful cunt. I don't know. I love lesbians though, they're taking over. I'm tired of trying to guess women's sexual preferences by the width of their pants. Nothing worse than straight people taking over gay fashion culture. Fucking every guy dresses gay and every woman dresses like a lesbian. I guess the gay folks got it figured out. They'll all come around eventually. So yeah. Fucking got sober and started thinking about my fucking weight. I got sober in 2023, 2024. I lost 160 pounds. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know where she's at now. I don't give a shit as long as I don't gain that weight back, you know what I'm saying? Fucking was dealing with some health issues. So I started going to the doctor, which is something I had not done since I was like in my 20s. I go to the doctor and they told me I was low on testosterone. This is how she told me. She walked in the fucking office and she looked at my chart, she looked at me, she looked at my chart, she looked at me, she goes, "You're here for testosterone, right?" I said, "Yes," and she said, "Good, because you don't have any." "Thanks, Doc." She said, "No, I'm serious. You have the testosterone level of a 90-year-old man." I said, "Good." She said, "Why?" I said, "Because all that toxic masculinity my ex-girlfriend accused me of, not my problem, bitch." And then I joined a gym, which is a very common thing for people who get sober, right? But I had never worked out before, so I didn't know how to use any equipment. Fucked up my whole right side of my body. Right, my wrist was hurt, my elbow was hurt, blew out my left knee, I was fucked. I went back to this same doctor, right? She's a cut up. I was like, Doc, I think I got tennis elbow. And she was like, where's it at? I said, right there. She said, I think that's golfer's elbow. I said, what's the difference? She said, tax bracket. Okay. So, you know, I'm paying for this, right? She said, you're on Medicare, you ain't paying shit. I see that light. They give us a light when it's time to stop, but I lived in New Orleans for a long time, so I'm probably going to run it. Now I'm just going to stand here in awkward silence. I'm just fucking with y'all. My name is Brandon Broadbent. Y'all follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. What, man? Hey, follow me home. My name's Company. Y'all give it up for JP.